What's up, guys? My name is Mr. Random, and I'm here bringing you a Blacklight Retribution gameplay on Helo deck with my sniper. Now, I should have been making a couple commentaries before, just like some periodic commentaries with some Blacklight gameplay, but I have kind of been bored of Blacklight recently, so much so that I've kind of deviated to other games. So I thought, why don't I just tell you what I've been playing recently, so I could segue into what I wanted to talk about today. So I've been playing some League of Legends recently. Oh my gosh, it's been really fun playing with BBK, and I think I played a little bit with Vito as well, and Diddy. I've been playing StarCraft 2 as well, StarCraft 2, and I've been playing that with BBK. And that game, oh my goodness, that game is so fun to play. But I've only been playing against bots because I suck balls. And also I've been playing some tribes. I've been playing a lot of tribes, which is also really fun. I used to play tribes a lot more back when it first came out, or I was in the beta as well, and I met a bunch of cool people. So I joined with them a couple days ago and started playing with them for a little bit. That was really fun. And the game that I've been playing the most, though, is Binding of Isaac. And I mean, I got this game like, I don't even know when I got this game. I think it was like winter sale that I got Binding of Isaac, and I played it for like a day, and then I was like, oh, this is kind of an interesting, kind of original game. Maze formula kind of creation with items and stuff. This is interesting, and how about I not touch it for a couple months? But I got back into it during the summer. Actually, not even during the summer. I got back into it like 2 weeks ago, and I've just been playing it constantly. I've been playing that game a lot, and it's really fun. Really, really addicting. The replayability of that game is immense, just because they designed it so that every time you beat the game for like 20 beats, like every time you beat the game, there's something new would unlock, and you'd be like, oh, I gotta see what that does. That looks really fun. I want to try to test it out. And lastly, I've been trying to play Loadout. I got the Loadout beta from Alienware, but my antivirus keeps thinking it's a virus for some reason, so every time I turn on my computer it calls it a virus and doesn't let me play. So I wanted to get some gameplay of that for you guys, but I don't know. My antivirus has other plans. So that segues nicely into what I wanted to talk about today, which is picking your main game. Okay, so picking your main game is really, really important for someone like me, someone who makes YouTube gameplays and stuff like that, because your fan base has to have, you can't have a bunch of games that you put on, you really can't expand the kind of content that your channel creates without first having that base of subscribers, or like that fan base from one game. Because if you try to expand your community, if you try to expand your fan base using multiple games, they're not the different special fan bases, like the specialty specialty fan bases pertaining to each game are going to conflict with each other, you know. So if you put up a Tribes gameplay, the Blacklight people might not like it. If you put up a Blacklight gameplay, the Tribes people might not like it. If you put up a Binding of Isaac gameplay, nobody might like it. League of Legends gameplay, Blacklight might not like it. It's all different styles of games, you know, and they're different mechanics and all that stuff. So if someone is unfamiliar with the game, why would they be interested in it? Unless it was like a cinematic trailer or something, you know. So I've been trying to decide what my main game would be, because originally I thought it was going to be Blacklight. You know, when I got into the beta back in November, and it was amazing, like this idea of like the HRV stopping camping completely, and just that game was so fun to play. And then it came out in February, and it was still fun to play, you know. It's a good community and all that. And then slowly the developers kind of got slower and slower, and updates started coming out slower, and it became more of months than weeks, more of actually weeks than days, actually, because I mean, the last time the Blacklight had an update was about a month and a half ago, and the last time before that update that they had an update was a week. So if you just think about that, yeah, that's kind of bad. It's not very organized. But so these are a couple of things that I was thinking about or things that I'm going to be thinking about when I choose to pick the game that I'm going to be playing the most on this channel. So the first, or just one of the things, is balance. So there's a little bit of ambiguity just because of the style of game that it's being played. If it's like an RPG, like League of Legends, or if it's an FPS, different guns, different abilities for each gun, their specialties and such. But you gotta have balance in a game. If you really think about it, if you don't have balance in the game, the ability or the gun or whatever, the content that is better than the rest of the content makes the rest of the content obsolete, aka valueless. And if you have valueless content, then the value of the game goes down, I think would be an easy derivation of that idea. Another one is community, and community is also something that's really important to me just because there's so many games whose communities go sour. Like, I just love it when you have a game that has like an evolved, mature, growing community. Like League of Legends, they recently, or I don't even know if it's recent because I haven't played it in so long, but they implemented a way to recommend players for the things that they do in the game. So if you were friendly in the game, if you were an honorable opponent, if you had teamwork, if you were useful or you were helpful, then those are all things that get recommended by the players that were in that game with you, and then you get honored for getting multiples of those recommendations. And that's a really cool thing that gets people to play more. In StarCraft 2, 99% of the people start out the game saying good luck, have fun, and when the game ends they say GG, good game. That's just become a standard, and that's something that should be advocated. Like, I'll put GG in Blacklight Retribution at the end of the game, and then like 2 or 3 people will put it. And I mean, I don't want to be saying that I put it on all the time, but I try to put it on as much as I can. It kind of makes you proud to be in a community like that, and helps motivate you to keep playing that game. Another one is developer support, and this is kind of pertains a lot to Blacklight Retribution because of the seeming lack of developer support currently. But games that like League of Legends that patch constantly all the time, games like StarCraft, who look at how the weapons balance or how the units balance and try to keep it as balanced as possible all the time. That's awesome. The second to last thing would be originality, and this is somewhere where Blacklight was really good at. Blacklight was really good at originality because it took the static FPS genre and then threw in HRV. And no one had ever heard of HRV before. HRV, I mean, obviously HRV, but I mean, just if you go to the more general aspect of temporary wall hacking, that's allowable for everybody. That's something that's new and inventive and really got the game on its feet, but they never did anything with it, right? So originality is something that's another awesome aspect of a game that you would look forward to playing for a long time. And the last one, which is one of my most important things, is competitiveness. Like League of Legends just finished their World Championship before. Everybody's talking about League of Legends. I go to the dining hall in my college and I'm eating, and the people behind me are talking about strategies in League of Legends. Like, that's amazing. The fan base that you create with competitive gaming. Tribes Ascend, people that are harassing the enemy, people that are designed to defend, and then you could have multiple like cappers, and you could do a decoy capper, so you throw one capper that's designed to die, and then while everybody's focused on him, the second capper comes in and grabs the flag. Like, these strategies are just like really cool little things that, like, when you see them happen, it's like oh, when you watch these streams and then you see like something, you see like a strategy work, like a plan work, and it's like everything falls into place. That's such an awesome feeling, both for the people that are watching it and just for the players themselves. because it's like all this work that I put into the strategy and countering and making sure what's the worst that could happen, and it all worked out. That's such a good feeling. And when people feel that feeling, it gets them motivated to play that game more. So I'm done thinking about just conveying to you guys what I've been thinking about my main game and picking my main game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys loved my deep sexy voice with my new blue snowball microphone. It's amazing. I love it. And I hope you guys have a good day. Catch you later.